Hi folks, this is Big Gun. If you enjoy these videos and find them informative, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would greatly appreciate the support. And if you have any specific areas you'd like me to focus on in one of my future videos, please comment below and I'll do my best to make it happen. So I received a replay from Mr. Nuckinfuts of the Wolverine clan in his AMX 13105 on Prokhorovka. Now this is what I call the other Tier 10 French light tank, not to be confused with the EBR 105. And this is a very difficult light tank to play. So we're going to see how Mr. Nuckinfuts plays this tank. I'm going to be calling him Mr. Nux for the duration of the battle. And I'll give you the stats. The average damage per shot is 390. Average pen is 234. The rate of fire is 5.85 shots per minute. Reload time is 25.31, 2.73 between shells, and a 3-shell autoloader. Gun depression is -8 degrees, and gun elevation is 12 degrees. Aim time is 2.11 seconds. Dispersion is 0.39. Average damage per minute is 2282. His hit points are 1400. The hull armor is 50 in the front, 20 in the sides, 15 in the rear. The turret armor is 40 in the front, 20 in the sides, 20 in the rear. So you can see there is not much armor on this tank. The top speed is 68 kilometers per hour, 22 kilometers per hour in reverse. Concealment is 44.9% stationary and 34.9% moving. The view range is 407. And as you can see down below, Mr. Nux is using food instead of a fire extinguisher. There is so little armor on this tank that a fire extinguisher is not going to save you. So he's using the food to improve his crew skills, get his reload time down, and his aim time improved. So we're going to watch Mr. Nux and see how he performs on Prokhorovka. So Mr. Nux is going to go up to the 9-0 line up on the hill and see if he can spot anything.
Move out.
Coming up on the hill from the other side. As you can see, they're in encounter mode, so they have a common cap, and that's at E7. You can see his actual reload time is 24.28 when he uses the food. So the enemy is already starting the cap, or somebody drove through it by the looks of it. Mr. Nux is going to go take a look and see what's coming up the hill. He spots a Sheridan, a Tier 10 American light.
We cannot move.
And the Sheridan gets a shot into him with HE for 1023. Leaves him with 26% of his hit points. So now Mr. Nux is faced with having hit points of 377, which puts him into a one-shot. And it's less than 2 minutes into the battle. He's going to sit in this bush and use his camel rating. He's going to watch for anything coming up on the hill. See if he can spot them for Artie. Here's that Sheridan again. Obviously the Sheridan hasn't spotted him. He takes a shot and misses the Sheridan. Goes back into the bush. His camo nest back on. Now there's somebody from his team on the cap. They're down by one tank right now and by about 3,000 hit points. So not looking that good for Mr. Nuck's team. So you see an IS-3 over to his left.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Gets a shot in the IS-3 for 374. Takes another shot into a Carnivon and misses. And now he's in reload mode. I'll try to get another shot on that IS-3. But he disappears.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Gets a shot in the IS-3 for 370 and puts in 2 blind shots. And he's now back in reload. And there's the IS-3 and a Carnivon. The Sheridan has moved off the hill.
Ricochet.
Mr. Nux ricochets your shot off
Enemy
the Sheridan.
destroyed.
But the Oho gets a Sheridan and Mr. Nux kills the IS-3. So now he's in reload. He wants to try to get a shot on that 121, the tier 10 Chinese medium. Moves down the hill.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Gets a shot in the Carnivon for 363. He misses the Carnivon and Artie kills the Carnivon. So now he's in reload. He's going to take a peek over the hill. He sees a Jagdpanzer 100 and a Ferdinand coming up the hill. And he wants nothing to do with them right now. So he's going to move away so they can't get any shots on him. So they went dark, so he's going to go light them up again, and hopefully Artie can get a shot into them. There they are. The Jag is still moving up the hill. The Ferdinand has turned sideways to get shot in the center of the map. There's about a 3,500 hit point difference in favor of the enemy, and Mr. Nuck's team is down by 1 tank. Continues to go up and relight those 2 TDs without giving them a chance to get a shot on him. Artie has put some shots into them, and he's got 560 and now 997 spotting damage. So he's done 1253 damage so far in 1 kill with the 997 spotting damage. Sees the 121.
Critical hit. Bounce.
And bounces 2 shots off the 121. So now he's back in reload. The 121 is lit again.
Enemy armor is
Gets a
damaged.
shot into the
Enemy
121
armor is
for
damaged.
368, and the next shot is 416. And the 121 is destroyed by the Object 430U. So now Mr. Nux is back in reload. He's spotting that Jagdpanzer E100. He's staying far enough back from the bushes so that he can't be lit. Already he's got a couple shots
Ready
into
to
the
fire.
Jagdpanzer
Target
E100.
disengaged.
And now the Ferdinand has moved up. The Ferdinand's a one shot. And the Ferdinand is destroyed.
Bounce. Enemy armor is damaged.
Mr. Nux gets a shot into the Jagdpanzer E100 for 352, and he backs off the hill so he can reload. Now he's sitting at 2389 damage, and a spotted 1763. Still one kill. And still at 26% of his health. So he has not taken any damage since the initial HE shot from the Sheridan. Jagdpanzer E100 sitting at 2 hit points,
Enemy destroyed.
and Mr. Nux finishes off the Jagdpanzer E100. So now it's 11-11. They're still down by about 1100 hit points, and the enemy is on the cap. So Mr. Nux is the only one that's able to go up and light up the cap. All that's left is 3 arties and Mr. Nux. The enemy team has 3 arties and a UDIS 14-5. He's taking the wide path. He sees the UDIS 14-5
Enemy destroyed.
and puts a shot into him. So now it's left is 2 arties are left, a GW E100 and a 5355. Mr. Nux is in reload. He spots the GW E100, waiting for his reload. Okay, he reloaded.
Enemy destroyed.
Takes a blind shot and kills the GW E100. Now he's going to go on the hunt for the 5355. There's the 5355. Mr. Nux
Ready
comes
to
over
fire.
the hill,
Enemy destroyed.
puts a shot
Target
into the
lost.
5355 and destroys him. So, Mr. Nux had 2920 damage. He had 2749 spotting and 5 kills. So this just goes to show you that even though you lose 75% of your health the first 2 minutes of the game, don't give up. Your gun is still dangerous and you can still help the team win the battle. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.